Untitled channel. This is Angie and I'm glad that you're all here. So you all read the title and you know exactly what I'm trying to say. And I put myself today in this position to share to you guys about my personal experience and to offer some insights towards domestic violence and some ideas on how to be helpful. So you all heard about the term, but the consequences of domestic violence, it's something that maybe you're not aware of. So according to the Women's Health Organization, the children, especially when they're preschooled, they tend to experience a severe a separation anxiety, and when they reach school age, these children blame themselves for whatever happens between their parents. And for teenagers, they push themselves into severe or risky activities like unprotected sex, and their self-esteem suffer dearly. And this affect them in so many ways when they reach adulthood. And you think that your attitudes, the way you behave to people, it's something that it's already there within you on the first day you were born? I don't think so. It got affected a lot when because of your childhood. That's why bad childhood is one of the reasons that causes domestic violence, and other reasons such as financial issues, or it could be insecurities from the person himself. And okay, I'm gonna bring to the table one really new reason, which is COVID-19. So according to the New York Times, domestic violence happened a lot during the gathering seasons. And now with the law passing out, as people have to stay home more often because of the pandemic outbreak, so that's why people have a lot of time together. So it affects domestic violence, and it increases this number by so many times. So I'm here to talk about not about the world, like the situation in the world for domestic violence, but I want to bring the sights back to Vietnam, my home country. So from the period of 2012 to 2017, 5 years, but there are over 140,000 cases, and people do the math. 140,000 times 2 children, and it brings to the fact of so many thousands of kids out there who experience from this same problem. So people, please join hands and to listen to these victims and to offer them a way out. So that's why I was asked to come up with some solutions or ideas to solve domestic violence, but that's a bit ridiculous because that's what the world trying to do for the past, I don't know for how long. So I'm here just to voice out my opinions and also offer a way to help these women and these children to get out of their current situations. These vulnerable victims need to be heard, people. So the criteria for the idea is supposed to be realistic, practical, and also have to be creative. And I asked 6 of my friends to join me today to actually evaluate and go through each of these ideas and to see how applicable they are. So I call them the Edward Bonos. There are 6 of my friends. First one is the white, blue, green, yellow, black, and also red. So let's join my friends into seeing these 3 ideas that I came up with. So let's go. The first idea, it's a support system which I call Squad. It is a dedicated hotline to domestic violence, along with a social security team in each city to facilitate and to provide social welfare for the vulnerable victims. It's a set of devil kit. It is a combo of 3 things, include of flashlights to affect the abuser's vision. Second, it is a pepper spray to damage the eye temporarily to provide a quick escape for the victims. And last but not least, it is a whistle to attract help and support later on for the victims. Safety House. It is an online network of safe houses all over the country, and with just a click on a mobile device, the victim could be actively, directly connect with a host family who will provide temporary shelters. And with a lot of partners in our network, the women can get a job and the children could go to school immediately. And later on, these people can join back again and help other women who needs their help. Well, thanks to my friends, the Edward de Bonos, white, yellow, red, black, blue, and green, we have finally analyzed their 3 ideas: structure, Devo-Kit, and last but not least is the safety house. White thinks that the structure and safety house has a very systematic approach. However, it is quite costly in the sense of a government backup in the structure and a management team in safety houses. But yellow, on the optimistic side, thinks that this structure and safety house can benefit a lot of people in a larger scale. But white thinks that Devo-Kit, it is very convenient, cheap. It also requires the researchers to research into the non-toxic spray, which will take a bit of time, I think. For yellow, she thinks that it gives the victims a sense of activeness with an immediate escape at the moment. But red, on a very emotional note, thinks that the structure is very practical and it's applied in many nations before, which provide a sense of trustworthiness. But Devo-Kit, it has a sense of freedoms. But for safety house, it will bring a sense of community and support, which the victims dearly and deeply need of. But black, he takes a very conscious approach. He thinks that the structure and a safety house brings a sense of passiveness to the victims, while the Devo-Kit cannot be applied on a larger scale and might have a deep impact into the eye of the users, which is something that we don't want to have. But these ideas are summed up in blue. He thinks that each idea has his own strengths and weaknesses, and he delegates the roles to green, which he said that the structure is not very creative. However, the system or the way they execute is going to be very new in Vietnam. Devo-Kit and also the safety house are both very creative, and Devo-Kit had a very materialistic approach. These 3 ideas might not benefit both in short run and long run. That's why I want to take another approach which will benefit both ways, short term and long term, which I will enlighten you in the next part. Okay, so coming to the solutions or the choice that I will make. So I find a way to merge the 2 ideas of the Devo-Kit and also the safe house into one. So instead of having each of these ideas or choose one, I merge them all. And for the Devo-Kit, it's gonna be the temporary or the short-term solutions that we're gonna give to these victims. They could use the whistles, the sprayer, or the flashlight in order to find themselves an escape towards this problem. But in the long run, the safe house, it's the joint hand of the whole community coming together and to help these people to reunite or to find themselves a long-term solutions by having a job, for the children to go back to school and to find the true independence from the abusers and to start a new life. So I believe that's the solutions. It brings out 2 elements of creativity in the short run, and for the sustainable purpose in the future in the long run. For the temporary, as I do a few search online, it takes around $10 to buy these 3 elements: the sprayer, also the whistle, and also the last one is the flashlight, $10. And for the sustainable solution, it won't take a lot of money, but it takes only one thing: support. Because I believe this video I don't intend to offer you the ultimate solution to a problem, because hey, we are trying here, but I'm offering you a mindset, a paradigm for us to start thinking of these solutions for ourselves, because every first step takes courage, and thinking and coming up with a solution is the courage I want to see in you now. So people, join hands with me, with all these kids and these women, to make the change that you want to see in the world tomorrow. Thank you, and see you in the next video.